Hello Cancer, and welcome to your Astroflower bonus part 2 reading to the weeklies that went out this weekend. So we're talking about from the 13th through to the 20th. Normally we pull cards to do the clarifications on those cards that we pulled during the weekend, but this time here, because there's been a lot of solar activity and we did an energy update on the Cymatic TV channel, which you'll find a link in the description below. So once you've just subscribed here and click the bell here, you might, after this video, go over there and see what's happening with your chakra and aura system and how we're connecting it to the earth and how it's affecting the elements of each one of us and everything in the environment that is around us. So yeah, there's been a lot of solar activity, and it has mainly been affecting certain elements such as water and earth, which is pretty much yourselves, as the same as is in Capricorn, because Capricorn is 2/3 earth and 1/3 water, and your very good selves is 2/3 water and 1/3 earth. So with the water side, it's making the water a little bit more sort of flat. That's the best way to describe it. So it's going to be, you shouldn't really, you feel like you're less triggered emotionally, or you can't, it's a bit of a case of whatever sort of scenario really in concerns with the emotions. On the earth side, you get the earth has been a lot more compact and solid, I would say, much more playing towards the fixed side of earth, which you do have in you. Those are the two negative sides, if there is a negative, but it can also be a very positive side. Not getting emotionally triggered and having things really concrete to build on could be really good for you. So, and this is how we sort of try and play the Astroflower with all the elements that are within us, so we can actually play to our strengths and encourage to unite with others in our weaknesses. The benefit side on the other side is mainly fire. So fire is being you'll find your passions are a little bit more zippy, a little bit more sort of bubbly, a little bit more sort of relaxed and laid back. On the air side, and you do have quite a bit of air in you, so on the air side, it's where that logic comes through. So it's clear thinking and clear about getting on and how you're going to do things. It may wane by the end of the week. It depends on the sun and what the sun is doing. So you might want to keep an eye on Cymatic TV for that, for future solar flares. Or if not, go down onto our Instagram page, which is linked down below, where you're going to get regular updates, mini updates during the week according to the solar activities. And that sort of logical air side may get a little bit tiring for you, or generally for everybody, and we'd like those emotions to come back into our lives. So let's have a look at your cards here, and let's have a look at your flower and see what is being mostly affected. So as you can see on your flower, from petals 2, 3 and 4 are all a combination of fire and earth. And that fire and earth rings all the way through your material side of life. And on those petals you have the 2 of Cups on petal 2, the 3 of Wands on petal 3, and the Moon on petal 4. This is going to be good, I think. You really want things to be on the spiritual side. So this is petal 2. And this is all about that rebirthing in petal 6. So that death and rebirth, I think this is what is instigating it, this change. And this desire from within you may become stronger to be at harmony either with yourself or with another person. And it might be a new love, but I'm not sure. It seems like something that already exists, because above that you have the 4 of Wands, which is moving into going through a portal. It's also a symbol of marriage. So it could be making things a little bit more concrete, because on that petal 1, which you have the Chariot, and it may be going quickly, you have that earth, cardinal earth, and that cardinal air, So the air is giving you a lot more logic and the earth is giving you a lot more concrete stuff. So it may be a case that you actually buy a place together with, or move in with somebody, or decide to, tell the rest of the world that you're with this other person to make it official. That sort of thing seems to be going through. So, and that whole marrying, that mind, body, and spirit, which is above that in the Empress card, it's all about that sort of marrying your emotional and your physical side. So it could well be a case of getting married for quite a few of you, and it might be taking that next step in that relationship. On a singular front, it might be realizing what you actually love doing in your life, and there's more and more as it comes in. And this is this rebirth that you actually, within you, that you want to get this done. You want to sort of instigate this. And things are not totally clear, maybe on the physical front within work and etc. But you're with that passion, with that extra fire that's coming into you through the moon. It should evaporate the mist around the things around you. So by the end of the week, it'd be a lot easier and clear what is actually going on. So as it becomes clearer, you will be able to instigate that hangman and look at things in a different way, which will eliminate that Five of Swords situation, that headache situation with life. I think that's going to really fade away, because between the Death card and rebirth and the Five of Swords, that crossing point that you can see in your flower is a crossing of fixed fire and mutable air. So it's a very flexible, constant. So it's almost like doing slalom down a hill on skis rather than doing the downhill. So this is, you're enjoying yourself, going from side to side, going through those bends, enjoying the environment that is around you. And I think that's going to eliminate a lot of that Five of Swords. So it will turn into a really good end of the week for you. Very, very productive. Because once we take away that Five of Swords, the rest of it is phenomenal reading. And I think that's what's going to override it. I really do think that Five of Swords, and I think I said this in the first one as well, the Five of Swords is something that was in the past. That it's just almost like an annoying fly in a room. But that fly is going to leave out the window and go on its merry way, and you'll have peace again. So yeah, I think that's how the elements are actually trying to help you at the moment. And I wouldn't allow necessarily your job or your business to invade your personal life at the moment. I think it's more of a case where this rebirthing will come out of an emotional partnership, or an agreement with yourself, or with your family, or with the people that are around you, so you can feel happy and comfortable in the position of life that you're actually living, So there you go, Cancer. So I hope you did help you to see a little bit clearer of the weekly reading, and gave you clarifications on the cards according to the vibration that is coming from the sun. The Astroflower is a very device tool that we can use in so many different ways. It's fantastic. Anyway, I will see you soon for the next weeklies over the weekend. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.